Ed Sheeran's actions amount to a confession, lawyers in Marvin Gaye copyright trial. Ed Sheeran appeared in a New York court on Tuesday accused of plagiarising a Marvin Gaye song, with lawyers claiming they had smoking gun proof the British pop star was aware of the similarities. At issue in the case are alleged striking similarities and overt common elements between Gaye's 1973 soul classic Let's Get It On and Sheeran's song Thinking Out Loud. The plaintiffs are the heirs of Ed Townsend, a musician and producer who co-wrote Gaye's hit. Townsend, who also wrote the 1958 R&B doo-wop hit For Your Love, died in 2003. Catherine Townsend Griffin, his daughter, is the plaintiff leading the lawsuit. Ben Crump, a prominent civil rights lawyer representing Townsend's family, directed the jury in his opening statement to the video of a 2014 live gig in Zurich in which Sheeran merges the two songs, alleging it was tantamount to a confession. When you have a confession in hand, generally one does not need to look elsewhere for the culprit. Mr. Crump says of the video of Sheeran performing, "The evidence in this case is going to show that Sheeran recognized the magic of Let's Get It On and decided to capture a bit of that magic." Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud shot up America's Billboard Hot 100 charts when it was released, and won him a Song of the Year prize at the Grammys in 2016. The musician, 32, looked on as his lawyer, Eileen Farkas, insisted that he and a co-writer, Amy Wadge, wrote their song independently and did not steal from Townsend and Gaye. Sheeran's team contests the allegations, saying there are dozens if not hundreds of songs that predate and post-date Gaye's song, utilizing the same or similar chord progression. These medleys are irrelevant to any issue in the case and would be misleading, and confuse the jury. It is the second trial in a year for Sheeran, who successfully testified at a London court last April in a case centered around his song Shape of You, saying that lawsuit was emblematic of copyright litigation going too far. The judge ruled in his favor. There has been a flood of such copyright trials in recent years, notably in 2016 when Gaye's family, who is not part of the New York lawsuit against Sheeran, successfully sued the artists Robin Thicke, Pharrell Williams, and T.I. over similarities between their song Blurred Lines and Gaye's Got to Give It Up. They were ordered to pay some $5 million in damages in a result that surprised many in the industry, including legal experts who saw many of the musical components cited as foundational musical elements largely in the public domain. 5 years later, an appeals court decision confirmed Led Zeppelin's victory over a similar case with the classic Stairway to Heaven at issue. But jury trials over music copyright could go any which way, and in this case likely will ultimately come down to the arrangement of a single chord progression. A musicologist retained by the defense says in court documents in the Sheeran case that the 4-chord sequence was used in a number of songs before Gaye's hit came out in 1973. There's only so many notes and very few chords used in pop music, Sheeran himself said in an Instagram video last April. Coincidence is bound to happen if 60,000 are being released every day on Spotify.